Now, the most accurate weather team in Florida, ABC Action Weather.
I'm meteorologist Shay Ryan with an update on the tropics. Tropical depression number 9 now pulling away from Cuba, and you can see a much more expansive cloud cover associated with this storm now, and it still only has sustained winds of 35 miles per hour. So we are expecting it'll become a tropical storm, increase in organization and intensity throughout the day today. We'll let you know as soon as that happens. Now, as far as its movement, right now moving west-northwest at about 7 miles per hour, but it will eventually start to make more of a northerly turn by tomorrow morning, and then more of a northeasterly movement as it moves across the Gulf. It'll have plenty of time to intensify, but take a look. This latest track is showing that it will be a little bit weaker than what was originally projected the last 24 hours as it makes its landfall into the Bend of Florida. So that is some good news that it doesn't look like it will intensify to a hurricane status, but this is still going to be a very strong tropical storm as it makes its way inland across the state of Florida. So here's what we can expect after it moves across Florida. It looks like it's going to head back out into the Atlantic, still with 60-mile-per-hour maximum sustained winds on Friday morning. And some of those winds may be felt, or at least the ocean picking up some extra rough seas as we get closer to the outer banks of North Carolina and then out to sea in the Atlantic. So it will not continue to bother the United States after Friday. Now, as we look at our system here, you can see that how it's just exploding in its development as it's moving away from Cuba today. So again, it is expected to intensify and organize more over the next 24 hours for sure, and that's when we'll likely see it turning into a tropical storm. So the heaviest rain for Tampa Bay will be felt through the day on Wednesday, but especially on Thursday. We're looking at 6 to 10 inch rain totals, especially close to the coastline. As you move farther inland into Polk and Highlands County, we're looking at somewhere around the 5-inch range. Could be a little bit less, so give or take there. The strongest winds are going to be felt on Thursday. We're looking at the possibility of 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts along the coast, especially from Tampa Bay on north. I think the strongest winds are going to be felt around Citrus County, closer to the storm center where it moves onshore in the Bend. Isolated tornadoes will be possible as this storm is approaching and as it's moving across the state. Wednesday evening to Thursday evening is when we'll have the peak time for the possibility of those isolated weak tornadoes. So we will be monitoring that, of course, as we get a little closer. So over the next couple of days, here's how it comes together. Tomorrow morning, we may even have a little bit of sunshine in the mix, but then as we get into the afternoon, it's going to become pretty widespread rain, especially closer to the coastline and across Tampa Bay. It'll become pretty widespread. Not to say that we won't get some breaks here and there, but we're going to start to see that rain accumulating Wednesday evening, and then through the day on Thursday, we'll continue to have windy and stormy weather. And then on Friday, things will start to get better throughout the day as that storm moves off into the Atlantic. We'll still have some higher chances for rain, though, even as we head into the weekend, but it'll be more of the summertime variety. Also, later on today, we are expecting that that we will get a tropical storm warning, or a watch, that is. A tropical storm watch will likely be posted for portions of our coastline later on today. So we'll continue to update that as we get a little bit closer and get more information.